Just get to know that truly the Ajoke, the child that claimed to be a biological daughter of TB Joshua, is actually not a child out of man, is desperately wicked.
Ajoke here to you. Ajoke, stand up. So that nobody ever know they thought it's my biological child. I now show them the day we found her. This is the letter from the police, from the government. When she was a baby, I took her to the...
More to be exposed. The people I pity most in this matter are the men of God who are standing on this false documentary of BBC, claiming their prophecies is coming to pass, that God is going to be exposing men of God. Let's see how true is your prophecies right now. Some of you men of God who are claiming you are saying you are prophesying. Why has Christianity become this? Prophesying lies, predicting lies. Why? Everybody is striving and looking for greatness. You don't have to damage people, if you have to lie on people, if you have to damage people's reputation, the names they take years to build. If you have to damage it, you don't even care. The people I pity more in this situation are the men of God who think they are rejoicing. TB Joshua is a man of God. Take it or leave it. We respect TB Joshua. We love him. There is no amount of evidence or documentary that will be able to erase the legacy of TB Joshua. You can erase it in Africa. What about Asia? You can erase it in Africa, in Asia. What about South America countries? There is no amount. TB Joshua has managed to write his name and his legacy in the wall of history. It cannot be deleted by any falsehood. It cannot be deleted by any satanic documentary. And I said it before, when we start fighting BBC, the better our country will become. Because I've said it before, BBC is one of those terrible factors contributing to the downfall of Africa, contributing to the downfall of our great nation Nigeria. BBC is adding no value, no dignity to us as Africans. So the earlier we move from behind BBC, the better for us. A broadcasting network that is full of stereotype. Is that what you call broadcasting network? The earlier we move from behind them, the better it will be for us in Africa and in Nigeria. Whether evidence or no evidence, documentary or no document, we love TB Joshua. TB Joshua is a son of African soil. No matter what anyone out of racism will do, it's not going to make us to damage or condemn the legacy of TB Joshua. We love him. He's a noble prophet. And he's from Nigeria, from Africa. He's one of the prides of Africa. We are proud of him. I mean, you, BBC, you better withdraw your satanic documentation. The more you continue to broadcast it, the more you get ready to have troubles, have terrible troubles, because God himself has not started fighting you. By the time God himself begins to fight you, you will see that TB Joshua is not a man to fight. A man who has lived his life, who is gone to rest, allow him to rest. Allow the dead to rest in the dead. Where all of these are coming from? Has this not proven to you enough that this man has a finger of God in him? He was alive. Everybody fought him. He stand alone. And it reminds me of a popular singer. He that stand for the truth, stand alone. He stood alone. They questioned him all kinds of terrible questions. Where is his father? Where is his mentor? Must you see somebody's mentor before you know he's a man of God? When has God begin to get approval from bishops, from archbishops, from general overseers, from fathers in the land, before he pour his oil on people? When has God started asking people before he makes his own decision, before he elects, before he chooses his own people? That you must ask, how did they grow up? He has documentary of how he became what God promised him. He said in one of his videos, since when God said to him that this is what I'm going to make of you, he started recording, started keeping records. So what do you want? And once again, there is no amount of documentary that is able to delete the image of memory from our heart in Africa. BBC, the earlier you know this, the better for you. BBC, the earlier you know that Prophet TB Joshua is our son. We love him. He's one of the noble prophets that God has raised in the continent of Africa. There is nothing you can do about it, and no damage you can do to his legacy. Thank you so much for watching.